Lauren, welcome. Thanks for joining us. 5 games into the season, second in the table. It's been a positive start. How have you found it so far?
Yeah, like you said, a positive start. We've got 4 out of 5 wins with 1 draw. Is that right? I'm sure it's right.
That's right, because I had it on my second question.
I'm sure it's right. So yeah, I mean, we're not playing at our best at the moment because obviously it's a new team. But yeah, we're really getting into it. Good win at the weekend, even though, yeah, a bit disappointing result, but we still grinded it out and got the win. But yeah, good start.
You've touched on it with the 4 wins and then the draw against Huddersfield. They equalised in the 92nd minute, so obviously mentality-wise, I'm sure that hurt in the moment. How important was it to get back to winning ways last weekend against Boldmere?
Yeah, well, it's kind of, we did the same to Boldmere as Huddersfield did to us, but we got the win, luckily. Yeah, it works out that way sometimes. I mean, in the derby game, we beat them in the last minute of the game. Huddersfield were a hard game. They're always tough to come up against the Huddersfield, but like you said, a last minute equaliser was very, very disappointing. I thought we played pretty poor against them, but to come back, bounce back and get the win against Boldmere, yeah, it was fantastic from the girls.
And so there's been a lot of change within the women's setup over the course of, we'll say, the year, but in recent weeks. 12 new faces have joined the team. How have you felt that they've settled in? Like, what's your view as captain?
Yeah, when you say 12, it's like, oh, that's
a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, you don't realise. But yeah, everybody's settled in really well. It's nice to see that they have settled in so well, because coming to a new team, it must be daunting for them. It's daunting for the players already here, because people are fighting for spots and stuff. But yeah, they've settled in well. Some of them are like on the fringe of the first team and working their way in, and some have got straight in. But yeah, settled in really well. And
so with so many new faces, are you finding that you're, in terms of chemistry, gelling on the pitch? Because that's often a difficulty when there's so many new players.
Yeah, I think it's getting better. Obviously, like I mentioned before, new team, it takes a while to get going, but the chemistry on the pitch is getting a lot better. It's hard to settle into a team, but to say that, like you said, so many new faces, 12 new players in the squad, we're doing very well, considering it is kind of a bit of an overhaul of the team.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some good relationships forming, and I think we'll get into our stride very soon.
And how are you finding working with Jonathan Morgan, obviously the new manager as well? How's the relationship between yourselves as captain and the head coach?
Yeah, I think it's going well. He's a nice enough guy. He's hard when he needs to be hard, and we all have a laugh as a team. He's doing a good job with the resources he's got, so yeah.
And have you noticed a different style in play under him than how you played previously?
Yeah, I think because we had a bit of change last season as well, I think it changed a lot then, but yeah, it's changed for the better. We're learning new things, and we're trying new things, and it's obviously working. We just need to improve on various areas, and I'm sure we'll go from strength to strength.
Yeah, it's still early on, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then attention now turns to the Cup on Sunday, the League Cup. Visitor Hull, who regular Cup opponents.
Yes.
How are you feeling ahead of going on travels there?
Yeah, it should be a tough game. Hull have always given us quite a good run-in. Last time was entertaining. But yeah, the girls are looking forward to it. Always good to be in the League Cup as well. It's exciting. Players get minutes who again are on like the fringe of the first team, so fingers crossed we can do well in the League Cup.
Talking about women's football, I don't think we can not talk about the success of the Lionesses within the Women's Euros. The success of that and that win, what impact has that had, do you think, on women's football and the sport in general? Yeah,
it's given it more of a platform again, hasn't it? I mean, the England women's team have done absolutely fantastic. I think they have done since like previous Euros. They've just built on that. You could see it coming really, winning the home country obviously. It's even better, but going back to how it's affected us, I feel like more girls, especially in the community, are looking into starting to play football again.
From that success, have you noticed a difference in attendances at home games and like an increased appetite in what Burnley FC Women are doing?
Yeah, I think we see more girls coming to the games, well, guys as well, to be honest with you. It's whole families. you do see like more younger guys coming to the games as well with their friends and stuff. It's not just a case of, oh yeah, I'll come bring my little girl or something. It's the whole family and all ages as well. So
that's really good. Last but not least, so you were on co-coms on Saturday for Burnley's win against Bristol. Yeah. Good as a Burnley fan.
Yeah.
Nice to get the 3 points, I'd imagine. But also, just was wondering, how important do you think it is for that visibility as a one club for all, for the women's team to be, you know, supporting the men's team and be visible, and vice versa?
Yeah, I think, well, we've got a few Burnley fans. Obviously, I'm a big Burnley fan. We've got a few other Burnley fans within our team, so I'm sure it's easier for us. Yeah. But yeah, I think to support the guys and the guys support us, yeah, it's massive. Even if it is a case of the attention from the men's fans as well. So to get them down to the women's games, I think every little helps really, and all the support is much appreciated.
Yeah, it's really welcome. Well, best of luck against Hull and for the rest of the season, but I'm sure we'll speak to you before then, and thank you very much.
Cheers.